Oh my god. Wait.
Brand Busters! With something weird in the atmosphere. Who you gonna call? Brand Busters! I ain't afraid of no rant. Or the goddamn.
I think I got all my moans and groans out. So let's get into this. Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel. Welcome to a Walking Dead review. I know all of you are just so excited to hear me talk about this episode of The Walking Dead and what happened and blah blah blah. So I want to give you guys, you super fans, a warning. Of course, as you guys should know, I'm not really going to talk too much positive about The Walking Dead. This episode in particular, it was not even The Walking Dead. This episode I'm gonna call The Talking Dead. And I know there's already a thing called The Talking Dead. It's hosted by Chris Hardwick. You know, funny thing is that I'm traveling to LA for my birthday a little bit later in April. I literally was checking to see if the last episode of The Walking Dead would tie into my trip, because if it was, I know The Talking Dead is filmed in LA. I'm like, ooh, I could turn up at one of the Talking Dead episodes. Maybe I get on screen and then I'll just wink to the screen like, hey, look at all the super fans all angry as shit because I got to be on The Talking Dead. Y'all, I thought that would have been pretty funny if I was able to turn up one of the episodes. I'm like, I can't, because my birthday's at the end of April. Walking Dead ends in the middle of April. It's not going to link up. But anyway, you guys know what The Talking Dead is. I thought this episode of Walking Dead was The Talking Dead because literally 80, 85, maybe even 90% of this episode was just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and more talking. Little to no action. That's it. I don't even think there was any action. Maybe a few Walker kills. That's about it. And as you guys can guess, I did fall asleep during this episode. I finished Fastlane, did the review, went out to my living room, started watching the episode of Walking Dead. I actually did end up waking up, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a reaction to The Walking Dead. So I'm going to have a video coming out maybe tomorrow, because I know a lot of channels like to do, let's do a reaction to this episode of The Walking Dead, and you know, they always get a good amount of views and da-da-da-da. I'm like, well, how about I could take a crack at it? How about I react to The Walking Dead? So I'm going to, you guys should be expecting that episode to be dropping tomorrow. But this episode of The Walking Dead was just boring. A lot of talking. The episode started off with, first of all, the way episode started off, I almost wanted to turn my TV off immediately. The episode started off with Daryl and Rosita, and I'm like, Rosita? I'm about to turn this shit off, man. Y'all know I don't like Rosita. She annoys the hell out of me every single time. And it's like Daryl, Rosita, Dwight, and Tara, and then the grouping of Tara, Rosita make you realize, wait, they outlived so many characters on The Walking Dead. Even Carl. How is Rosita and Tara even outliving Carl now? What is happening? What happened to, like, characters outliving their usefulness and them actually dying? Like, I feel like Tara and Rosita have far outlived their usefulness. But for some reason, they're still alive in the show. Why is that? I don't know. So, can you guys answer me why Tara, who's been here since season 4 and hasn't done shit since then, is alive, but Carl, who's been here since the very first episode, is dead and got bit by a walker? Because I know Tara's been in multiple situations where she could have been bit by a walker and she wasn't. So yeah, if you guys could answer me that'd be awesome. Daryl. I was actually planning on making a video about Daryl, but I guess I really can't make that video now because this episode kinda, sorta I don't want to say Daryl was the main focus, but more often than not, it was mostly Daryl in this episode. And though I would say my fanfare for Daryl has going down because of what I'm about to say, for me, I feel like Daryl Dixon, the character, while he's cool, he's a badass. What's taken me out of the Daryl character is that more and more I feel like his character is getting less dialogue. Like he just... and he says like 5 words and that's it. He says 10 words and that's it. And then he just shoots walkers with a bow and arrow and he kills walkers. And that's it. It's like... I don't feel like there's any substance to the character right now. Like, it's just a guy who just kills walkers. And what more is a character that kills walkers than a character that kills walkers? It's not Daryl Dixon. It's just the character who makes awesome walker kills. And that's part of the reason why I can't really get into that Daryl Dixon character, like, right now. I haven't been into a Daryl Dixon character since, like, season 6, man. And that's because since season 6, he's gotten little dialogue and just, like I said, he's gotten cool walker kills, but the dialogue is not there. I need them to bring that dialogue back because Daryl used to. Y'all remember back when Daryl and Beth had a thing, and he used to have full on conversations. I know it's hard to grasp that Daryl actually used to have conversations with people. They need to bring that back. They brought that back a little bit in this. He had some conversations with burnt face guy, what's his name, Dwight, who's playing both sides. I believe he's on the Savior's. He's quote unquote on the Savior's side, but he's really working for the group. But let's go away from that. So then we had the Gabriel, Father Gabriel, also another character. How the fuck is this guy even still living? I remember when Father Gabriel first came into The Walking Dead. And all of you can agree with me. I think even the super fans can agree with me. Literally every single time we saw Father Gabriel, we were just super annoyed. Either he said shit that was just like, dude, I get that you're religious and da-da-da-da-da, but you have to kill. You have to kill. Or he would just be in situations where he couldn't kill and he would almost let one of our characters die. And even the group hated Father Gabriel for a big chunk of time. Rick hated Father Gabriel, Daryl hated Father Gabriel, Carol hated Father. Everyone in the group is. So why wouldn't you hate Father Gabriel, right? If Rick hates him, why shouldn't I hate him? So I think everybody hated Father Gabriel at one point. Now they're making him kind of a sympathetic character. They're making him. I can't get into the character now. For too long a period of time, I hated this guy, and they built him up as this can't kill, super religious zealot. I can't get into the character now. It's really hard to. I'm not saying I'll never get into the character, but just the fact that I'm not into Walking Dead as much as I used to be, it makes it really hard to get into Father Gabriel character. He had a little bit of focus in this episode. He was with Dr. Carson. I guess he was a doctor for the group or something. And they found this house, and yeah, it's kind of it. There's a flashback here of Eugene. Eugene's making a gun, and then they showed, I guess, the future again. You know how they keep on showing the future in each episode. It was like Eugene giving an apple to baby Judith or something, and I'm like, oh my god. So we're really about to go with the whole Negan and Rick singing songs by the campfire in harmony. We're really about to go with this shit. I really hope this isn't the road. Maybe this is all just misleading. Maybe they just want you to believe that that's going to happen. And then Rick's going to turn around and just bash Negan's brains in. That would be awesome. Could you guys imagine how awesome that would be? If, like, Rick and Negan came to terms and then Rick's like, psych, and just, like, bashes his brains in Lucille. That would be so awesome. You know what? If that happened, I would be so back on board with The Walking Dead if that happened. I'd be so on board. You guys heard it from me. If Rick turned around and just killed Negan in the final episode, I'd be back on board with The Walking Dead. That could basically re-establish my motivation to want to keep watching this show if Negan dies. But I don't know, man. gonna click through some more of this. I have some notes down here. Hold on. I only took down like 3 notes because I fell asleep shortly after and had to wake myself up. What else did I write down? Let's see. Saw Rosita and almost immediately wanted to turn off the show. I mentioned that. Daryl gets less and less lines every season. It's getting quite annoying. Oh, here I wrote down Carol and Morgan mishmash with this Henry kid. I'll be honest, I didn't know who Henry was until the previous episode. I only remembered that younger kid that Morgan mentored in season 7 and died. They really need to stop recycling the Carol character with kids. It's getting really tedious at this point. Yeah, I really wanted to bring that up. So Carol and Morgan, ever since season 6, have just been really in a room with each other. And that's fine. I mean, I guess since their characters came together in season 6, you gotta have to keep that dynamic between the two. Obviously, it's not going to build into some super friends relationship or a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Of course, it's not building towards that. We all can figure that out from a mile away. But every episode, it's Carol and Morgan, and you guys remember back when Carol had her own episodes and she was just a badass. Now I feel like they just kind of they've really taken Carol's character into a deep plunge ever since season 7 when she decided to be a big ass pacifist. Well, no, that started in season 6. What am I talking about? Season 7. That started in season 6 when she decided to be a big ass pacifist. And I can't kill walkers. I can't kill people. I decided to turn into Lizzie and Mika all of a sudden. Like, Lizzie and Mika just became a physical embodiment of Carol in season 7. Season 6. Season 7, she started to come back into her own. I got hype about it, but then, like, little bits of it, little pieces of it, and it's like, oh my god. When are they gonna do this? Like, this fucking put her character back into killer mode. And we still haven't even got that yet. And it's like, how long do you want me to fucking wait for this to happen? Like, how dare you do this to the Carol character? I'm gonna make another video on that, on why I think they are devaluing the Carol character and why I hate it so much. And it's part of the reason why I can't even get into Walking Dead, because they're treating my favorite character like fucking shit. But Carol and Morgan were talking to this kid. I guess his name's Henry. I guess he was that other kid's brother. You guys remember back in season 7 when Morgan was there's too many fucking characters. That's another thing. There's too many fucking characters in this show. There's Rick, then there's Morgan, then there's Maggie, then there's Carol, then there's Morgan again. You guys get my point. There's too many characters in this show. You guys remember back when it was just the core group, and there was only like 8 or 9 of them. Now there's like fucking 15 or 14 of them. Then you gotta remember Negan's group. I mean, now you don't gotta remember the whole group. Just that there's Eugene. And there's fucking Trevor from GTA 5. And then there's that lady who's also in Negan's group. And then there's the trash people. The garbage people with Jadis and whoever the fuck she's got. And then there's also the other guy on Negan's group, the mole. And then part of Negan's group is at the hilltop. You gotta remember their names too. And then there's that Sadiq guy that Carl died for. It was so necessary to die for the Sadiq guy, right? It's like he's gotten so much character dialogue and what is his back. We gotten so much backstory of what Sadiq is since Carl has died. It really made us feel like he was worth dying for, I guess. They really need to get rid of some characters at this point. I know you can't kill off a character every episode, but you really have to start getting rid of some of them. It's hard to focus on one character when there's 18 other characters you gotta focus on. Maybe they can go back to maybe that's part of the reason why The Walking Dead sucks now. There's so many characters that they have to write for that they've found it really hard, and the writing's gotten piss poor because of it. Maybe it'll make it easier if they don't have to write for so many fucking characters. I'm not saying put all the useless characters in a van and have it fucking blow up. Actually, it doesn't sound like too bad of an idea. You know, put Tara on the bus, put Rosita on the bus. Who else could we put on that bus? Let's make a bus right now. Okay, so guys, you have a bus, right? Let's put 5 people. Yeah, that's limited to 5 people. Let's put 5 people on that bus. This bus is going to head down I-95 and it's going to blow the fuck up and we're never going to see these characters again. Who would you put on that bus? And I'm inviting you guys to take this challenge too. Who would you guys put on that bus? Honestly and truly. If you could choose 5 characters, it could be from any group and any character that's living. Who would you put on that bus? For me, Tara would go on that bus. Rosita would go on that bus. Enid would go on that bus. Father Gabriel would go on that bus. And one more character. Who would go on that bus? I said Father Gabriel, Enid, Rosita, and Tara. Who else is going to go on that bus? Sadiq could go on that bus. Because why the fuck is Sadiq even... Why are you bringing more characters into this show? That was the first question I asked when I saw Sadiq in episode 8 of The Walking Dead. Why are you bringing more characters? So yeah, Sadiq, Enid, Tara, Rosita, they can all hop in a fucking bus and get blown to pieces. That sounds so harsh, but they need to get rid of characters. Stop adding more characters. Get rid of some. That's what we need. We don't need more. We need less characters. So get rid of those 5. That'll be a good start. What else did we get in this episode? I don't think we really got anything else in this episode. Except for the Carol and Morgan thing. They kept on trying to father and mother this kid Henry, who doesn't have any parents or brother to look after him. I think Henry was a little bit mad that one of the guys who's trapped at Hilltop killed his brother. I think part of the episode was Carol didn't want to tell Henry, which I don't understand why Carol wouldn't want to tell Henry, because Carol was all about let's make sure these kids are set for the real world, and now she wants to protect Henry to the nth degree. And I guess that kind of makes sense because all the kids she's had in the past have died, so maybe now she wants to be more protective. But it didn't make too much sense. Now I take it back. Now it makes a little bit more sense of why Carol said what she said. But then Morgan didn't want to tell the kid either. And then at the end of this episode, Morgan ended up telling the kid, and tears in his eyes. He's like, I'm sorry. Nothing else happened in this episode. No one died. Nothing else was progressed. I mean, at the end of the episode, Negan decided to go with the whole comic book route and make a bat wrapped in barbed wire that's drenched in walker blood. He decided to go to a walker, bash it up, but not really kill it, but just mutilate it and get Lucia wrapped around in walker blood. And it's like, hey guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the Hilltop. We're not gonna kill anybody. We're just gonna hit them or brutalize them, open up some wounds, and boom, they're infected. That's all we need to do. Kill them from the inside. That's a really smart strategy. I like it. Now watch as this goes up against them, because they're not going to kill. Don't do this if you don't intend on killing anybody. Okay? That's what I'm going to say right now. Negan has set up a really good plan that I'm really interested in. I'm actually legitimately interested to see and where that would go. Him bloodying up Lucille with walker guts and just bashing, not killing people, but just hitting them. I'm really curious to say, oh, who is Negan going to hit? But my logic kicked in. It says, Ty, don't fall for this shit, because one or two things are going to happen. Either A, Negan's not even going to hit anybody, or 2, Negan won't get the chance to hit anybody because they're going to start shooting at him and he won't. It's like he's not going to get a chance to use it. And if he uses it, it's not going to be on a character we fucking care about or a main character. So I'm not going to get my hopes up, even though I want to get my hopes up. But I might tune in. Here's what I'm starting to do now. I'm starting to just watch The Walking Dead, but not like head on, and I'm just using logic. I don't want to watch The Walking Dead, but I feel like this channel is expecting me to watch it, so now I'm kind of starting to, I don't know where I'm going with that statement. But that was the episode of The Walking Dead, Dead or Alive. Boring episode, too much talking. Next episode, supposed to be Rick and Negan going, you know damn well they're not going face to face with each other. And they're not going to, they might touch, they might have some words, but they're not going to kill each other. You know this. You know if they kill each other, it will be in the end of the final episode. But anyways, I might tune in for the episode, I might not. Don't hold your breath. So that was this episode of Walking Dead. Tell me what you guys think. I love you guys as always, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace out.